Today, I'm going to be ranking every single super skin to ever appear in Sonic Speed Simulator. I hope you guys enjoy, and with that, let's head straight into it. Now, let's go over some notes really quickly, and one of the biggest things that you guys should know is that if a skin has a tradable and a non-tradable version, we're only going to be looking at one of them today because they have very few visible changes. Now, remember, this is just my personal opinion, so please don't take this too seriously. Maybe I have different preferences to you, and maybe you're just looking for something else in super skins. Starting off at number 9, we have Hero Shadow. And as much as you might like Hero Shadow, personally, I don't think the blue goes very well with him, and I think Shadow is much more of a darker character. With that said though, it's not a horrible skin, there are just much better super skins available. Next up at number 9, we have Neo Metal Sonic, and this one is very subjective. This is one of the OG super skins, so a lot of people love him. Plus, his animations are super duper cool. He is one of the larger skins in the game as well, and a ton of people love his model, including me. Personally though, I just don't like animations like his bounce animation when he's just spinning, and sometimes he feels a little bit too clunky to be a really cool super skin. Like, just this animation alone can sometimes get really annoying if you're just trying to have fun and go around. However, I do think they absolutely nailed the color scheme. He looks so clean, and when you look at his animations, they're just super duper fresh. They're nice. The model itself, like I already said, is pretty cool. Plus, his idle pose is also just super duper sick, and it's really cool to look at. He'll just summon lightning from the sky eventually. Just look at that, it's insane. Moving on, at number 7, we have Doom Shadow, and you might be wondering why this guy is so low on the list, and just give me a minute to explain. I like how they tried to make him as accurate as possible, where he starts off as Shadow and he can only turn into Doom Shadow for a little bit of time. I think the wings are really cool, except sometimes they're a little bit too bulky, similar to Neo Metal Sonic, and plus they don't feel like actual wings. Every time you move, the entire wings just completely change, and I don't think that's very natural. It feels like it's just a cosmetic that's been put on his back instead of actual living, breathing wings. If it were just me though, this guy would be an absolute dead last, but I think the one saving grace that he has is the fact that in Watcher, he has the special ability where he can put this on. I keep forgetting what it's called, but it's just super cool. Like I said, the one thing that's keeping this guy from last is the fact that it is as lore accurate as possible. I know it would have been cool to see this guy be able to be Doom Shadow permanently, but I do agree that it was better for them to follow the game. Now we have at number 6, Dark Shadow, and this is the counterpart to Hero Shadow, and now you might get what I mean when I said red works better for him. Personally, I think his red fur perfectly aligns with the red outline he has. I think it makes him just that much more edgy, and of course, I think his flying animation all pairs up perfectly in a way that the blue version didn't. Like, imagine if I gave you Sonic and gave him a red outline, it would be really weird and wouldn't look amazing. But if I gave you a Sonic with a neon blue outline, that would be so much more sick. Moving on, at number 5, we have ourselves Overclocked Metal Sonic, and personally, I think this guy is sick. Honestly, I just love the red outline. I think like the whole sort of glitchy, overclocked vibe is super cool. However, a ton of people absolutely hate this skin because its original appearance was in a fast pass, which meant you did have to pay for it, but luckily it did redeem itself when it came to the race shop for 50,000 race tickets. Hey, it's not cheap, but at least it was pretty fun to get, and honestly, I think this guy is great from Sonic Force's Speed Battle. I'm pretty sure it's fan-made as well, which is another W. Plus, they gave him the Better Metal Sonic animation set, which is honestly an absolute cinema move. Now, after that, at number 4, we have ESP Silver. Dude, this guy has still not been done justice. Where is our man Super Silver? We need a Super Silver skin by the end of 2025. Otherwise, I feel like the community will absolutely crash out. out. ESP Silver is great because this blue outline absolutely complements him. Unlike Hero Shadow, the blue and white goes really well together. It gives Silver this sort of chill vibe. I love how he can walk on water as well. Plus his animation set isn't bad either. Until we get ourselves a proper Super Silver skin, this guy is very good. I feel like a lot of people can agree that this guy just looks absolutely sick. Moving into our top 3 podium, in 3rd place we have Holiday Cheer Supersonic. This is the most recent addition to the Super Skin roster, and he is available in the current Fast Pass. In my opinion, he is one of, if not the most detailed skin. I don't think any of the other super skins are reskins like this guy. I think it's just super cool that they gave him the Christmas vibe. Plus, to differentiate him from other Holiday Cheer skins, they made him orange, which I think is absolutely perfect because he stands out and is really fresh and unique. Of course, being a supersonic skin does also mean he can go up and down freely, which is super cool. Next up, in 2nd place, we have ourselves Supersonic, the myth, the man, the legend. Dude, look at that facial expression and tell me this guy is not cinema. I absolutely love this skin. This guy paved the road for the entire Super Skin roster, and I think everybody can agree with me when I say this is one of, hands down, the best skins in the entire game. His event was just so fun to complete, where we get to go around and collect all the Chaos Emeralds. His looks are just fire, and his animation set is peak. That, of course, leaves one legend for 1st place, and of course, we have Super Shadow. I was so hyped when this guy came out, and even though his event was really grindy, his skin looks super duper cool. I love his animations. I love the fact that he has the Chaos Spear as well. He's an OP skin with amazing stats. Of course, he has the Chaos Blast, which goes super far away, and honestly, that is absolutely broken. And again, just look at that. I think they nailed his looks and his model perfectly. They could not have done a single thing better. And of course, I love his classic boosting animation where he has his hands forward. If you're wondering, I didn't give that point to the Hero and Dark Shadow skins because they got it from this. I had a really hard time deciding between him and Supersonic for 1st place, but ultimately I settled with him because I know a lot of the community prefers him. Anyways, with that, this ranking has now concluded. Let me know down below in the comments if you agree with this ranking, and if you disagree, give me your own rankings. Tell me what you would change. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe because it's free, easy, and it'll help me out a ton on my journey to hit 10,000 subscribers before my birthday in March. What super skin do you want to see next? I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!